Welcome to the programme. NLT is out today. Zena is with her. They're down at the Middle East Electricity event, which is on at Dubai World Trade Centre. Starts today, runs for 3 days. Claire Sharrock is here in the studio. Middle East Electricity is the region's leading international trade event for the power industry. Lots to talk about. Let's head down there now. NLT.
You're listening to Drive Live.
Broadcasting live from Middle East Electricity 2018. Energising the industry.
Only on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Hey Tim, hey Claire, it's good to talk to you. I am down at the Middle East Electricity, as you mentioned, on from the 6th to the 8th of March, so today is day one. We're here having a look at some of the exhibitors. As you mentioned, Tim, it is an international trade event for the power industry. It is one of the world's largest. We have something like 1,500 exhibitors here today, and I'm here today and tomorrow. As you mentioned, Zena's down here with me, keeping me on the straight and narrow, making sure I get to everything I need to. We're also joined by Serena Kelly from the ARN News Centre. She's going to bring you live updates into the programme across tonight and tomorrow too. So basically we're going to try and give you a flavour of what's happening down here. It's a big event. There's lots of people around, lots of stands, so much interactivity here, Tim. If you're interested in solar energy, if you want to learn about water, this is the place that you need to be. Now, I'm joined today by Anita Mathews. She's from Informa. She's the event organiser. Anita, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Tell us about your event. It's fantastic. I said to you when I met you, this is huge. This is a really big event you've got going on.
Right. I think as far as the power events go, this is one of the biggest in the world, especially for the transmission and distribution sector. It's a truly global event that happens to take place in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates.
And what can people see here? Obviously, it's for traders, so if people are coming down here, what kinds of things can they see? Because there are so many different kinds of exhibitors here.
What we've tried to do is a little bit of a product segmentation on the show floor as well as across our profile. We've got 5 verticals of the power sector that we cover at Middle East Electricity. Power generation, which is mainly focused on the standby power or on-site power. Transmission and distribution, renewable energies, mainly solar, lighting and energy management and storage systems.
And let's talk briefly about the scale of this event. I've mentioned that we have over 1,500 exhibitors. I bumped into someone who's come all the way from China to be here today at another stand. How many visitors are you expecting? How many unique visitors do you expect to see here?
We are expecting about 25,000 unique visitors across the 3 days. And these are the unique visitors who not including the repeat visitors. Total attendance across the 3 days would be about 60 to 65,000, and we get visitors from across 120 countries.
Wow.
That's the attraction that we give to these stakeholders.
And you've talked about the different power sectors that are involved, the different verticals that you're going to look at, but what about recent trends and growth areas in the power industry? Because really that's why people are here.
Absolutely. The recent trends, if you look anywhere, all you hear about is smart technology, smart meters, smart monitoring systems, anything to do with innovation or smart solutions, and that's what the industries are focusing on. At Middle East Electricity, that again is going to be a key focus, especially for our manufacturers to talk about their technologies or the product launches.
And if you are in the power industry, you want to come down, you're a member of the trade community, there's still opportunities. We're at day one today, there's two more days to go.
Right, you've got 2 more days to go. And what we normally advise our visitors is that you can't cover the show in one day. We get most of our visitors or our buyers coming back on days 2 and 3. They spend all the 3 days at the event covering the various sectors. The show is open from 10 a.m. in the morning till about 6 p.m. and that's where we are hoping to welcome more visitors, trade visitors.
Thank you very much. Anita Mathews is from Informa. She's the event organiser. Anita, thank you for coming on the programme.
My pleasure.
Best of luck for the next 2 days as well.
Thank you very much.
Well, Tim, I will be bringing you updates from the Middle East Electricity. We'll have lots to say. Serena Kelly will also be here talking to you and bringing you any of those interviews that we get, people that are here, some of the big international names and world leaders when it comes to power. I'll have more later.
You're listening to Drive Live.
Broadcasting live from Middle East Electricity 2018. Energising the industry.
Only on Dubai Eye 103.8.
So we'll hear from Serena Kelly around about 10 to 5 for an update from Middle East Electricity. We'll talk to NLT again just after 5 o'clock. See who she's been speaking to. A wag texts in, Claire. Good excuse for NLT attending a convention for hair straighteners.
Yeah, we want to know who that is.
I'm thinking it could have been him indoors, ADT, but it's not. I've just checked the number. Thank you for that. It's Drive Live. Claire Sharrock is here. Let's look at some of the news stories doing the rounds today. And I wanted to start with this. The Ministry of Health and Prevention issuing a circular directing all doctors to issue electronic prescriptions. What's your handwriting like?
Worse than it used to be, because you write
Yes.
less and less, don't you, as we started to use computers more and more. So now I can't write as nicely as I could when I was younger like.
Are you a little bit like writing like a GP these days? Because mine's terrible. It's a scrawl. I mean, I scribble.
Yeah,
now,
I scribble.
And I scribbled as a kid. It's a problem, but one of the things about electronic prescriptions, of course, minimises the risks of patients being given the wrong medicine, which can only be a good thing. It's a policy already followed by government hospitals and government clinics. The authorities have now decided to extend the policy to the private healthcare sector. His Excellency Dr. Amin Hussain Al-Amri is the Assistant Under-Secretary for the Ministry's Public Health Policy and Licensing. He's been explaining to the ARN News Centre why they're taking the step.
It has been indicated through one of the institutes in the state that 70,000 people are dying every year worldwide because of